For the record, everything's fine. I just felt like it would be cool to have like a contemplative little setting, little scene. I've also got a Jolly Rancher going on right now, so it's like, I just kind of been doing that. Also, I hope I'm coming through. Is God speaking to me? That'd be a very separate thing from me speaking to you. But I suppose I can get started. The astute among you may notice on Twitch what the category is set to. And I am being legitimate. I would make a terrible goddess, I'm gonna be real. What I can do, however, they say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. I am Odyssey of Odyssey. It is lovely to have you here. Since the last we caught up, we've had a lot going on. Hi, hello. I hope you're all having a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, time zone. Can we get some love in the chat for our follows? Vile Cat, QB no Tenshi, Lord Gore Macarius, Desmond Abin, Mewtonia, General Monica, and that 22-month resub through Prime, over from Tangent, Acacia. Any divinity intrinsically would not be doing a good job of it, just looking at my mythology. That's fair, that's fair. And thank you so much for the hype train. Hello, GLMD. Hello, everybody. Twilight Walker with that Twitch Prime sub. Can we get some love in the chat for Twilight Walker with that Twitch Prime? Very much appreciated. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing very, very well. Also, was that a 60 stream streak from Shoni? Can we get some love in the chat as well for Shoni for the 60 stream streak? That is absolutely incredible. You're good. Yay! You're all very good today. Good, good, good. And may it get even better for you. So my day started interestingly. I'm surviving the day pretty alright. Had an afternoon with my puppy girlfriend. That sounds so cute, puppy girlfriend. Oh, we have a hype train. Doo-doo. Thank you so much for that. Very much appreciated. I did not expect that we would run into a hype train today. So, usually when I have the background with just sound instead of no music, usually it's a more serious thing or something, or that kind of thing. I just felt like being contemplative, very just like, one last little, thing before the next. Hello, Ciela. I'm sorry for not saying hi to everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's been interesting. Okay, so, she barks sometimes and loves head pats and requested I collar her, so I think it's a significant differentiating factor. I would say so, yeah, that is a puppy girl. That is puppy. Alright, quick sippies. And, oh, is there a reason the head pats aren't head patting? That should be doing. That's why. There we are. Y'all didn't see anything. Seeing that bikini reminds me, I just got my first bikini from Moifo. Let's go! Which one did you get? Which one did you get? Some days are just made for relaxing with your thoughts. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do that today. I thought about keeping today's stream really short because who was here for yesterday's streams? And if you were here for yesterday's streams, then probably should have been over at Ruby's or at Jade's. But yeah. So yesterday I was part of 2 streams, both for SFAC, one for Charity Goblin Ruby and one for Jade Dodesu. Somebody fell asleep, no worries. Thank you for making it to any of it. Today I just flopped with the AC unit and watching an anime that I just got interested in because there's a trans woman in it. Do tell! I was for a little, but I saw you had a confrontation with the AI, correct? Not yesterday. Couple days ago, yeah, but not yesterday. Yeah, that was a couple days ago. But yeah, no, both those events were really fun. I love that Fuma model quite a bit, and it was really fun doing some, that was my first time playing Dead by Daylight. Not quite Bablaka. Someone actually made an AI chatbot of me. And I delivered my thoughts. And that's all there has to be for it now. So I addressed it that day and left it be. And yesterday was 2 streams for charity, first stream for a cause. And both those were really fun and very full. That was several hours of stream. I'm surprised that I have a voice to share with you today. And then today, skip to Loafer. There's a character who's a trans woman, and it's not exactly told right away. For what I saw, I think it's a lovely expression. Bet. Okay. Skip and Loafer. Oh. Huh. Beefy bikini slash swimsuit. Just posted in fashion in the Discord server. Bet. I want to see. All right. Oh, that's actually really cute. Wait, I unironically really like that. Hello? Wow, okay. I really like that a lot. I might have to add that to my list. Collabs you all. Nao-chan is the trans woman in that anime. Apparently the manga series has the background for a transition and stuff. That's awesome. It sounds like they're presenting it nicely as opposed to just like, oh, what a novel thing. J Frimo 13, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is lovely to have you here. May I simply call you Jay, or do you prefer Fremo or Frem? Please let me know. And welcome to the stream. I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music that's been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Step Maniac, Server VTubers, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. It is lovely to have you here. Can we get some love in the chat for our new friend? Oh, welcome home. There's cues, but I feel it's pretty respectful. She really looks like a woman just with a just less conventional body shape. That's awesome. So today, some of you might remember that last week, I had an appointment to get my first injection of, I'll think of that bets. My first injection of estrogen, basically. And they had it very wrong. And today, I had another appointment to get it done the right way. And, I go in and, okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm skipping so much beforehand. So, I leave. Last time, it took me about, 10, 15 minutes. This is not the wholesome family Eurobeat channel I signed up for. This was ever... GTX. Also, first of all, good to see you. Second of all, I feel like it's... I feel like the family Eurobeat channel was, that faded out with the VTuber era, let me just say. So, last time I drove out to, it's, read the rules, Bablaka. It's been 18 plus, for some time now. We all knew that, right? Going in, I think that's like we all read the rules in the descriptions, right? Anyway, so it takes about 15-20 minutes to get over to the hospital, and then a few minutes to get up from the bottom floor to the adult injection clinic. I ran into traffic. Do we have a fly swatter? I'm pretty sure we do, but I'm not sure where. I would try the junk drawer, Pixie. Over in the kitchen. So I drive over there, and immediately there's traffic. So I'm running a little bit late as it is. Maybe like 5 minutes. Sorry. So I head over there. I'm like, okay, I call in to be like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late. I'm going to be, maybe 5-10 minutes late. And the lady at the desk is really sweet. Like, oh, yeah, just make it through. Hello, Gwen! So I decide to pop over. I make it through traffic. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to find a parking spot and hop in. I'll just be a few minutes late. Minutes later, after much cursing and driving and cursing and steering and waiting and being very ready to just inflict wounding damage on another car or several other cars. I finally find a parking spot. I call in to be like, hey, thank you for that, Vets. I'm still going to be really late. And actually, the lady was super understanding. She's like, yeah, traffic can get a little wild here. And I finally go in. And the clinic is still open. It's still going to let me through. And, I screamed when I finally got a parking spot. I'm surprised my voice isn't, like, out because of that. But, like, I screamed once I got in. I finally go up, and I thank you for the reminder, J from L. So J from L, I'm actually speaking pretty naturally. It's just a reminder of when I get, like, enthusiastic. Sounds like you express a lot. I do. So I finally get to the clinic after many ordeals, and sure enough, there's a lady that brings me over, like, hey, can you just verify your information? Can you first name, last name, birthday, all that kind of thing. Oh, I need to turn off that timer. I mean, those are still good charities to contribute to, but those streams are done. Bam. This is a good or bad ending. Ultimately, it's a good ending. I gotta turn off a timer or two. There we go. Ultimately, it's a good ending. So I go in, and it's like first name, last name, date, confirming that it's a estradiol valerate. Yep. Subcutaneous. Yes. Thank you. And so she preps the needle. I'm like, all right, I hope it's okay if I don't look. And I'm waiting for it. I feel a little bit of a sharpness, and I kind of eventually stopped and looked down. And she was already done. And that was it. But it finally happened. I'm finally on my first proper shot of estrogen monotherapy. It finally, after many weeks of trying and failing and this and that and whatever, breast shot. It's not a breast shot at the time, who knows. Thank you, yeah! It is definitely cause of celebration. And it was very uneventful. Even the drive home was very uneventful in comparison. But I've already got the appointment scheduled for next week. If I can get myself used to it, if I can get myself used to the feeling and maybe even seeing the needle, I may not go in. I may just do it on Tuesday. That happened to me when I got my first COVID shot. That makes sense. See, here's the thing. I have a needle phobia. I am okay with pain. I think I struggle with the idea of metal inside body. I'm gonna do those hydrates real quick. COVID was so long ago. COVID was so long ago until we remember that people still experience it. COVID is still very much a thing. You have any piercings? Yes. I have earrings. Needles give a lot of us the heebie-jeebies. Yeah! Myself included. Happy Pride! Yeah. Luckily, I have Pfizer shots for COVID, and I think I felt every single one of them, but they were pretty gentle compared to previous experiences. So here's the thing. I'm not doing good. I'm feeling gender dysphoria. I'm sorry to hear that, say too. So, for those who don't know, my experiences with the COVID vaccine were after getting COVID. It's not because I didn't believe in the vaccine so much as I wasn't sure how to get them until it was too late to not. In fact, for those who don't know, it was because I went through COVID unvaccinated that I realized, yeah, I can probably die. And if I am going to die, then I don't want to die with people thinking that I'm a man. So that sparked me on this magical little journey that we're on right now. And COVID tried to kill me 6 years and 3 months ago. Yeah. It's odd that we're in the mid-20s. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Honestly, yeah. Got an appointment for an implant in 2 weeks. Not sure how I'll deal with that for sure. Needles are scary. Yeah. I don't like them. But, I will say, in time, I plan to get over them. Trans rights are human rights. Huzzah! Trans rights are human rights. When a girl living like she has to live her best life is beautiful. Yeah. I'm hoping in time to give that shot to myself. It would make things a lot easier. COVID almost got my mom. Oof. I'm glad it did not get your mom. How do I say? I'm hoping in time. Oh yeah, COVID. So COVID's still very much a thing. COVID is still very much like actually a thing that happened. COVID turned to. I do joke like that. I should indicate, for legal purposes, no. COVID did not turn me transgender. I was already trans before I got COVID. COVID just made me realize I should live my life the way I need to. I was still closeted when I got COVID. I do like to joke with people. Actually, part of what kind of won me back over with my family was like, yeah, it was right after COVID, after getting the vaccines, that I came out. So, they said that I would get 5G. They only gave me LTE, damn it. And they rolled with that joke pretty well. I'm used to needles because my brother was type 1 diabetic for as long as I remember. He even did the first generation of insulin pumps where he had a big needle in his gut for multiple hours. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, COVID is still very much a thing. I still mask up when I go to indoor spaces. What do I identify as? I mean, it's not even a matter of, how I identify. I am a woman. Easy as. So, yeah, COVID's still very much a thing. Every time that I think like, it's easygoing, it's this, that, whatever, it flares back up. Somewhere out there, somewhere in the world, or like somewhere around the Bay Area, because COVID's back in full swing. It's like, okay, cool, great, thanks. And that's not to say that it can't go into recession from time to time, but it's still very much a thing. I still mask up. Have I had COVID before? Yes. I was just talking about that. So I had COVID, and then I got the vaccines. And I must say, I hate the vaccines, and I hate side effects. And if I had to choose between the vaccines and getting COVID, again, the way I did, I'd rather get the vaccine. Much prefer that. Yeah, no, I'd rather get that shot twice than get COVID to the extent that I did. That was miserable. But the point is this. I can do shots. I got the COVID shots and that kind of thing. Oddity, Eurobeat. Got a COVID shot, then COVID, then a second shot. Yeah. The good news for me is I got COVID early on enough to where I've developed antibodies against most forms of it. Not to say that I'll never get it, so much as it's a little bit harder. I was sick for like 2 days and had an excuse to stay in my room all week. Yeah. I think I would like to get to a point. I'd like to get to a point where I'm self-administering so I don't have to go in and I can just do whatever. Until then, I'm okay with going in from time to time and having it administered that way. If I can be completely real, I'm looking the most forward to seeing how it makes me feel again. Because that was weighing on me for some time now. I've been I think for the last few months, I'm not sure how much I've talked about it, probably too much actually. Some of you might remember the months where I had really awful vocal issues. I had really bad acid reflux, and the hospital was blaming my weight. And it's like, oh, it's acid reflux, you need to lose weight. And it's like, okay, I'm not that heavy. I'm on the upper end, but I'm not like... It is nice to be treated like a woman in the medical system, but also it's still that. Spoosy, how are you? How was your stream? Let's go ahead and get you a shout out. Oh, double raid? Hold on, let me get a shout out for Real Spoosy. And let's get a shout out for Mindstorm Robot. Thank you so much for the raids. Where y'all up to? Tabletop Simulator. Let's go. And the year-long resub from Mindstorm Robot. Can we get some love in the chat? For our raiders and subs and resubs, and I hope you're all doing well. The Starlight Vixen and her crew are here to raid on guard. The Spoos and the Skulk are loose. I love that. Well, hey, I know that you just got done with your streams. I'd love to have you stick around, but if you need to have a meal, a nap, a bath or shower, whatever it is that helps you feel safe and comfortable after your streams, please make sure that you're taking excellent care of yourselves. And if you are new here, hello everybody. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music that's been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Sip Maniacs. Thank you for that, Bats. Several VTubers, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. It is lovely to have you all here. And this is my last stream before debut this Friday. I love Juno. She is so understanding when I tell her she needs to leave my lap and does so almost every time. That's a very understanding pet. It's a very understanding pet. What was it on about? Right. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Hello, Yo Katie. Hello Raiders, hello everybody. Valley V, thank you so much for the follow. It is lovely to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Step Maniacs, several VTubers, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. My tracking is not treating me well right now. So, alright. So, the thing that I'm looking forward to most... Oh, right, that's where I was. So, I was on, I was trying to figure out why I had this awful reflux. And I tried a lot of things. I tried changing my diet. I tried just exercising in general. And I kept taking my spironolactone. After a while, thank you for that, Bets. After a while, I started to question the spironolactone. I briefly stopped taking my spironolactone. Immediate results. Immediately less acid reflux. I wish that any of my doctors could have told me that, but until then... 20 months of resubbing. Can we get some love in the chat for Aphrodite? That is what? A year and 2/3? Can we get some love in the chat for Aphrodite? Please continue to enjoy your emotes. You're so bad to being part of the Oddities community. It's been so lovely having you here. And here's to many, many more. Cheers. Whilst I unfortunately felt dysphoric today, I hope I feel better tomorrow. I hope you feel better tomorrow too, say too. I hope that everyone feels good today. So I stopped taking Spyro, which, good news, repaired my acid reflux. Bad news, stopped blocking testosterone. So I tried something else. I'm like, okay, so I can get a shot of what's called Lupron. So, it's a shot that you get once every 3 months. So in my case, I hopped in, I got the shot, I left, and I got a $6,000 bill that I'm still paying off. Thank you for the headbats. So fuck that. I decide, okay, what else can I do? Yeah. I think I need to call someone and be like, hey, the fuck is this shit? Scratch it or reduce it. So I updated my insurance because I realized that was why it cost so much. Yeah, we don't have Sabrina. Yeah, it was originally going to be $12K, but, what was left of my out of pocket made it $6K. Kill me. Anyway. So, I'm like, okay, so what else do we do? Do you take high fives? To the hospital, yeah. No dying. Yeah. So, I'm like, okay, what else can I do? There's no way that I can do... Well, maybe there is something I can do. I was doing pills, like, I was doing sublingual estradiol and, oh, that's not what my arm is doing. I was doing, under the tongue tablets for estrogen and a T blocker for many years because I didn't want to get shots. But then I realized, everything that I've heard and researched is that the most efficient way to transition in general is injection-based monotherapy. So I decided, I got something that I haven't brought up is also Golden Jessa. Hello. Something else that I didn't really mention or don't mention as much. And part of what swayed me to get injections is I've been dissatisfied with the progress that I've made in the last 5 years. Sublingual estradiol and the other methods that I tried weren't getting me nearly as far as I would have liked. I've seen so many of my friends, and this is not a healthy way to think, by the way. I shouldn't be thinking like this. I should be happy with whatever progress I make, but I saw friends start from zero to well past where I would want to be in months compared to where I've gotten over 5 years. And especially with me being off of blockers, I started regressing. It feels like I was actively losing progress, which apparently I actually was, which is lovely. So I got frustrated. Hello, Brad Jack. I hope you're doing well today. If only we had money funneled into the health. Exactly. I can't believe people are being sweats at gender SMH. I don't think they're. Yeah. I mean, I get the joke. Quite a few developments are at least partially reversible. Yeah. I was just tired, and I'm like, you know what? If I need to get shots to get where I've wanted to be after 5 years, then I need to do it. I need to be a big girl and start doing injections instead of sublingual. It's time to stop taking candy and take my hits, you know? So it's been a long journey to today. It's part of why I'm so contemplative today. I always have to remember that comparison is the thief of joy. I compared myself to other girls so much it messed with me. Yeah, I don't know. I tried not to do that a lot with my own transition, but on some level, I also don't want to hold myself back. It's not that I saw other girls and it's like, oh, I want to be like other girls. It's more like I feel like I want to be going faster. If it's possible. And I think it is, in my case. TBH, threats are getting old. Death threats, nah, that's not it these days. You want a real threat to scare. Threaten to open a Nature Valley bar over someone's furniture. Now that's a threat, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. But I'm glad to be going along faster, you know? Like, I'm hoping that this can not just... I need to phrase it differently. Between this debut in a couple of days and some of the projects that I'm working on starting to reach endpoints and making progress, I'm kind of hoping that the state that I've been in for the last little while will find some peace. Like, getting things done, being more, like, physically at peace with myself kind of thing. I'm hoping that it can ultimately make things a lot happier. It can't be really made a lot faster. Puberty typically takes a good 7 years and then some. Yes, but I mean, and granted, everyone's body works a little bit differently, you know? And I think the thing for me is the Tanner stages. Like, for lack of a better way to put it, I'm not going to get into that too much, but I feel like I might have missed some of my Tanner stages, which is a shame because I would have liked a more ample chest. But, you know, there's things that I can do about that eventually, and, you know, that doesn't make me any less of what I want to be. It's just maybe the first method that I would have preferred just isn't going to work. And that's okay. All that to say, though, Miss Tanner stage, so it's my understanding that I'm going to keep this short, and this is very broad strokes that might be a little bit wrong, but there's a point of breast development where basically during this time you're most likely to get most of the breast growth that you'll experience. Not to say that it won't ever happen elsewhere, so much as when you're when you're going through the Tanner stages, that's when you're going to have, you know, that's the most likely time to have the most breast growth. So I was kind of hoping for that. Not even for gross reasons or anything like that. I'm not like, my boobies, anything like that. No, it's just like, for lack of a better way to put it, you ever know someone that has big titty energy? Like, I don't know, like, Super Creek. Like, I feel like that makes sense. It's not as common as big dick energy, but like big boob energy, you know? Like, that's gotta make sense on some level. Like, a certain maternal. If I became a woman, I'd probably, yeah. Like, for me, it's not even just because it's not even necessarily some sort of self-objectification thing. It's just, I feel like the woman that I was supposed to be would be like my family. Like my family on my mom's side, my family on my dad's side. I would be ample. You know? It would allow my hugs to be a little bit more dynamic. It would, if I did become a mother of some variety, then I'd be able to do what mothers do. You know? I'm sure he'd be down for a trade. God. I don't know. I've got enough to work with to where I don't think he'd want what I have. Who knows, in 2 years, Audie will become my hero super geek. I don't know about that. It is very real this time of year, yeah. But, like, sorry, all this to say, I'm kind of hoping that what happens this week can contribute to things getting a lot better, because, this has been a hard year. This has been a really hard year. Not a bad year. Just a hard one. Being off of T blockers and, you know, the move that we had to do and the projects that I've taken on and the changes that those have made in such a short amount of time and a lot of different things like that have they've made this year very difficult. You get surgery. Oh yeah, no, I don't have any shame in that, other than I wanted to try things, you know, myself as much as possible. Thank you, Fiddlejock. I would appreciate things getting a little easier. I get it. I need some. It's not so much about like feeling like it would be fake to pat or anything. I don't even wear a bra. I wanted the shapes on my chest when I look at myself in the nude. That makes sense, Gigi. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know how to put it in a way that won't make it sound too silly. The first time, this is possibly TMI. But, I remember, I tried padding, basically. I tried fake boobs. And, it was just nice. It makes sense for me to have weight on my chest, you know? It makes sense to have, you know, a certain maternal shape to my body. There's, like, it's just kind of, it was less about, I have boobs here. Yeah, oh my gosh. It was like, you know what? That makes sense for me. That's the kind of shape that I should have. It is also affirming in and of itself, you know? So, I mean, there's padding and then there's fake boobs. Exactly, animation, yes. Yeah, that's what I use, breast forms, yeah. A certain maternal shape, yeah. And, like, it's not the only thing. But, sorry, bringing it back. Like, even if I didn't get boobs from all this, I'm really looking forward to being more at peace with myself, to feel my body chemistry being in line with my mind. I really do think that, for lack of a better way to put it, and I feel like this may not make sense for those that are not currently going through it, or it only might make sense on a description level, but I have been fighting the last few months with half of my internal chemistry tied behind my back. I have been basically a low estrogen, higher testosterone woman. About the second or third most I've been in my life since I started tracking for the last few months. And it really has, I really do think that it's had an impact on my well-being. How I can say with a guarantee that that's been the case. How do you track it? So I go in for blood work every so often just to see where things are and where my levels are. And the last time I measured, it was pretty, it was almost as bad as when I started. Like, I basically fell back to square one. So, for those who don't know, when you're on HRT, occasionally what they'll do, by the way, I swear this won't always be HRT talk. I'm trying to make a point that is a bit more umbrella for this time of year. When you're on HRT, they test your blood. They try to see, okay, you know, are your potassium levels good? Are your blood levels good? Are your hormones where they should be? Should we up the dose? Should we down the dose? That kind of thing. Is it tracking my hands correctly? No, it's not. When I last went in, my levels were the worst they've been since, were some of the worst I'd been since I started. You know, when you're feminizing, you want high estrogen and lower testosterone. Naturally, because, like, hello? Can it not track one hand as the other, please? And it's not that it was completely reversed, again, like, so much as it was about as bad as when I started. And that can have an effect on the mind. So I've been kind of going through the last few months, not sandpapering my voice with spironolactone, but I've also been doing it while basically reverting to my old me. And that hasn't been good. So I'm hoping that between getting back on track and getting projects knocked out of the way and getting, you know, doing my trips to Europe and finishing client work and all that kind of thing, I'm hoping that I can be a little bit more at ease. And I'm looking forward to that. If your hormone levels go back, does your physicality also revert? Somewhat, Bablaka. There is a point of no return on HRT. Yeah, there is a point of no return where some things just won't go back. It's usually about after 6 months, depending on, of course, the regimen that you're on, the speed, that kind of thing. But in my case, some things don't come back and some things do. For instance, I won't get into details. The boobs will stay, yes. Mood, I would say. Certain effects of my mood. I didn't want to put myself together. I didn't want to take selfies. Even, I put myself together today because I kind of wanted today to be a little bit of a celebration. I wanted to take selfies on some level, but I didn't feel like I was there, you know? I feel like I've been less happy up to now by, you know, doing things the way that I've had to up till now. So it sounds like I'm being very sad, but ultimately I'm very happy because this marks the end of a pretty rough chapter. I mean, I'm still gonna have to go in and get needles, you know, stuck into my gut. Are you happy now that you can do it the way you want to? I think I'm going to be happy. Happier in general. I wish that I didn't have to do needles. I wish I didn't have to do needles at all. I don't like them. I wish that I could tell them to piss off. I wish that we could get Cipro here. I wish that we didn't have a transphobe president. I wish that we didn't have a transphobe administration. I wish that there were a lot of things that I could do differently, but for what I can get here now, I'm relieved that the option is now in effect. And I'm hoping that I can see the changes in myself that I am looking forward to. And that's not just... and why am I talking about this, right? Like, I think it has affected Stream a little bit. I think the last 6 months or so, I've definitely been a little bit less lively, a little bit less... I thought that moving here would have helped a lot of things. And it did help. It did help, obviously, unquestionably. We're no longer dealing with the awful shit that that Catholic Church put us through. But I think I was still dealing with a few other things. And I'm hoping that some of those can now be a lot easier. And I'm looking forward to the version of me that I get to stream with going forward. Progesterone. Yeah, I'm on progesterone for sure. Then think about it, but I'm worried about the horny impacts and have to convince my doctor because she's not sure about giving it a shot. I'm surprised to hear that the doctor would not be sure about it. I'm not sure what her concerns are. And I think it might be worth asking her. If her concerns are not your concerns, then it might be worth pushing for it. Unless, you know, there's things that you are concerned about. Horny impacts. Okay, I'm not sure if this will get me demonetized on YouTube, but can I be kind of real about the effect? It's about safety and efficacy because there's little data. There's little data because they don't want to research it. There's little data because they're never going to do it. What's with the swimsuit? So, I wanted my last stream, before the debut to be a bit of a bang. A bit of a wow factor. And I figured, what better way to do that than a bikini? Yeah, a lot of doctors are dismissive of progesterone and feel like it doesn't do anything. That is something that I will grant my endocrinologist. She was like, "Yep, let's get you on let's get you on progesterone. Let's do it." Oh yeah, the thing that I was going to be so real about. I recognize that that progesterone was going to make me a little bit more rambunctious. And I kind of am okay with that. I actually rather appreciate that. I do apologize, everyone. Like, I did not mean for this to become HRT discussion, the stream. I really enjoy my sexuality now that I'm out as a woman. It's really allowed me to embrace a part of myself that I actually didn't really have dialed in the way that I wish that I could have at the time. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. 1 second, please. There we go. HRT, the trilogy. Which is better than the squeakle, really. So, I really like that I can have a fuller experience of my own sexuality. And if progesterone encourages that in me, then okay. But let me bring it back to something that all of us can understand. I'm really relieved that today went the way that it did. I mean, other than the traffic. The traffic can fuck right off. But, I'm relieved that I finally had that shot. I'm relieved that I finally, had the first step of several. I need to apologize for I don't know. I want to be mindful. Not everyone that watches my streams cares about gender discussion. Hello, Ty2T. Hope you're doing well today. Like, I wanted to indicate that was part of what's been going on and what I'm looking forward to in the second half of this year. That I can mentally kind of give you more of my best. You had one shot. My problem is, the horny was way too bad when T was dominant. Now it's pretty much an adequate level of horny in my life. I'm not sure what would happen with it in Prague. I'm not sure I want to go back to what I was with T. That's fair, Shiji. I guess in my case, it didn't bring it back so much that I was, like, on that same level. So much as, I feel like it, instead of making me hungry, it gave me the munchies. You'll understand that difference, right? Like, the munchies does not mean that you're hungry. The munchies means that something sounds like a good idea. It's like when someone's high and they have the munchies, like, yeah, you know, it sounds really bomb right now. Burgers. Oh my gosh, yes, burgers. That is the munchies. Hydrate. Hungry is when you actually crave food. It's like, I need to have food. One is, oh, that is a tasty food. One is, oh, that's a tasty food. The other one is, I must have food. Peckish mayhaps. I feel like that's more like hungry. 60 cheeseburgers is not the same as a nice pizza. Oh, I mean, yeah, one of them is 60 things and one of them is a few slices of one. I found that instead of finding like my body craving something, it was more like, that sounds really good right now. I'm gonna hang on to that for another time. But that sounds really nice. You know? If that's of any comfort. And that's, obviously that's not everyone's experience, but, perhaps that can be the case for you as well. It's a possibility, at least. Instead of making me crave something, I guess I'll be straightforward. This might get me demonetized, but instead of okay, YouTube, this is educational, or at least in the context of education. It did not make me crave sex. Instead, when an idea would bubble up, it's like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. That would be quite lovely. You know? I still have something to do about the concern because I already have the munchies. I just don't want the That's totally fair. That is totally fair, Shiji. And that is very respectable, too. Burger is yum. You see, yeah, now, the thing is, I haven't had lunch, so now a burger actually does sound good. But yeah, no, bringing it back around. It's not just the hormone stuff, that I've been battling through. It's also, like, I've had a lot of projects and a lot of things that have been going on behind the scenes that I haven't been able to talk about. Things that are waiting for release, or things that are almost done, things that I'm waiting for this or that about. And some of those things are nearing their conclusion. And some of those things are not. But I'm getting more of those things are getting done. And of course, there's the debut itself. And, you know, we're building the YouTube channel, and we're getting, you know, Twitch and the music channel and the VTuber specific channel on which I'm currently streaming. Hi, YouTube. I feel like there was a day that I kind of broke down to my manager. It was a few weeks ago, and one of the things that I've needed for a while now is a W. Don't get me wrong, things are going well, ultimately. They really are. This is a space where it feels like a lot of effort doesn't always bear fruit. You can upload a video that you work really hard on, and it doesn't really get anywhere. You make one video on accident, basically, and it does really well. And in my case, I've talked about seeing some of my newer peers zip past me in certain ways, or really perform on a level that I wish I could. Building something that I see as a certain longevity that I envy and wish that I could keep doing, or a certain amount of success on some level or another that I do envy. As it was said earlier, comparison is the thief of joy. But I've been fighting hard to make this something that lasts. Something that I can keep doing for a few years. Something that you can all be proud of years from now. And I mean, that's a hard thing to build. That's a hard thing to do in the entertainment space because it requires constant evolution. It requires adapting to algorithms. It involves, you know, working with new platforms, new technologies, new this, that, whatever. By the way, fuck generative AI. That's not what I mean by any of this. What I mean is, you didn't have to be I'll think of that. You didn't have to be a YouTuber to be a musician for a while. You didn't have to stream. You didn't have to make videos. You just made music. And over time, that became more of a... Oh, thank you. Prince, thank you very much. I took on more work in this last half a year than I really should have. Because... Oh, thank you for that, Pats. because I've been kind of fighting for it. I've needed something that makes me feel like I'm keeping up with my colleagues, that makes me feel like I'm pushing new ground, or what I'm building has legs, will last. I mean, I've got pretty nice legs, but what I mean is what I'm building also has nice legs. That also won't quit. Oh, thank you. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for something. Thank you. Subtle flex. One of these days, you're gonna see my legs in a bikini IRL again, and, well, we'll see how it goes. Bikini seat. Yes, hello! Actually, it's almost summer, isn't it? And with it, IRL bikini to see. Oddikini. Merch idea. But yeah, no, a lot of what I've been trying to do has been for that. So to see some things finally making some progress, some of my work and effort bearing fruit. Bikini, next item in the shop. Maybe. You've already had a career of like 17 years now. Whatever you do now will be good anyway, because not many people can last this long in music. That's something that I cling to, GTX. Also, considering some of my first uploads to the internet, I can confirm over 20 years. I'll restate John Solver from Treasure Planet. You got the makings of greatness in you, but you gotta take the helm and chart your own course. Stick to it no matter the squalls. And when the time comes, you'll get the chance to really test the cut of your sails and show what you're made of. And, well, I hope I'm there, catching some of the light coming off of you that day. Aww. I will say this. My effort is bearing fruit. The new YouTube channel is almost at 1,000 subs. The debut is coming up soon, and I can't wait to show you what's been cooking, what's been waiting in the background for so long now. I can't wait to show you so much of what's ahead. I can't wait to show you new songs, new projects, some of the folks that I've been working with. Y'all, when you hear what's ahead, when you hear at long last some of the songs and some of the projects that I've taken on and some of the things and where we're going, I think it'll make a lot of sense. But that's the thing about planting seeds. They don't always bear fruit. And to see things finally, like, really coming through, and sometimes they take time. You were cooking before my parents were even thinking about a recipe to... You can't just say that, because now I feel ancient again. I'm excited for new tunes, more drifting tunes. I will say, some of my upcoming stuff might just be well suited for exactly that. Do recall that I said that Eurobeat is more than drifting, cars, and racing. I never said that it's not about that it's never about those things. Hello, Obbies! Today's getting a lot better. The process on the way to the hospital for my shot today was pretty rough. But I got it, and I'm home, and I had a meeting with one of the folks working on stuff for debut in a couple of days, and that was good. I'm excited for my summer beats. I am too! Some of it might not be summer, but some of it's definitely going to be summer. Gotta drift your bikini. Hold on. I don't know if I'm drifting my bikini anywhere. This needs to stay on me. This means that I have the right to actually call you... Nah, I don't know about that. Eurobeat predates Initial D, but that's certainly what it's famous for in the Western world. And you know why, right? Eurobeat was successfully landlocked, for lack of a better way to put it. The instant that the rest of the world got it, it was only through stuff like Initial D and DDR. Mutonia! Hello! Hope it goes well. Thank you! So far, it's going quite well. And, yeah, one of the things I gotta do tomorrow is work on the updated version of that. I did look at the Eurobeat page on Wikipedia. Yeah, exactly. Also, real quick, we have an ad coming up in about a minute and some change. I think I'm gonna let it do that, actually. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a quick break, about 3 minutes worth, and I invite you all to stretch your legs, get some water, grab a snack or a meal, whatever it is, and take these next few minutes. If you are already a subscriber on Twitch, then thank you so much for that. Please enjoy Words on Stream in the meantime. But until then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick few minutes break, and I'll see you on the other side of that. On the other side of ads. Alright, we're back. Very well done. All right. But alas, all good browser games must come to an end. Hi, I'm back. Did you miss me? I hope everyone's doing well. Did y'all get a good stretch in, a good snack, a good refill on your drink? Actually, surprise! Hydrate! Hold up your drink if you got it. I'm holding it up. It's just not catching my hand. Oh, that's just broken. Cold water, so based. Just did it. Excellent. Then you're good. You're good. All right. If you haven't taken a sip already, cheers. I had a thing gamer subs, but I just added a bunch of water, kind of watered it down. In a weird way, it's actually quite nice. Reduced impact gamer subs. Even that too is nice. I don't know. My timing is so immaculate for some reason. It really is. It really is. You're ahead of the curve. You're on top of the beat. But yeah. Munching my leftover rice because it doesn't seem the pasta sauce will be thawed. Aw. I'm sorry to hear that. I think there are ways to thaw pasta. Wait. What vessel is the pasta sauce in? I got the genius idea to take some hot chocolate in this exact moment. Oh, the weather the way it is? You sure about that? Actually, wait a minute. Are you in the northern or southern hemisphere, Coconut? It's in a plastic container. Mortal vessel. So, my initial thought was if it was in, like, a glass container, you could theoretically just soak the sealed container in hot water. But because it's in plastic, I feel like that would expand the plastic. I have iced latte. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I don't even drink a lot of coffee, and that sounds nice. Only hot drink I have on me is like 1 billion coffee pods. Okay. Are people still doing, like, Keurigs and all that kind of thing? Like, I remember that was a big deal for a while. Hello, gamer! Hope you're doing well today. I'm like the hottest country in Europe. I could soak it in, like, room temp or just mildly cold water. That might speed it up a little bit. I do, but only the pods. That's fair. I'm not into, like, coffee. But I remember that Keurigs were such a big deal for a while. Like, everyone had to have a Keurig now. It's like, oh, the next innovation in home, this, that, whatever. And it's like, okay, but what if you don't drink coffee? Oh, thank you, Stream Elements. I'm going to make myself a coffee and no one's going to stop me. Go for it. Go get a coffee. I mean, I'm drinking gamer subs. It's 4 something. It's almost 4:20. Dang. Hello? Hello? It's not going to let me dab? Oof. I do hot chocolate in the pods. Do they actually have, like, pods of hot chocolate? Wait, do they actually have, like, hot chocolate pods? Wait! That's kind of sick, actually. I like that. Good. No one will be making coffee on my watch. Oh, I mean, that's your watch. No one should be making coffee on it. Yeah, no. That's tomorrow. I have my fried rice. I gotta eat earlier tomorrow. I have social group from 17 to 19. That is 5 to 7 p.m. roughly, yeah? But yeah, no. I don't use water, so I use mild. That's why I only use pods. Okay, fair enough. I use one, but I only use those reusable pods that you scoop coffee into. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I love coffee, but I decided to completely ditch anything with caffeine. Apparently caffeine can affect your hearing. Heart palpitations, why would I care about that? Oh, hearing loss. Never mind the no energy drinks for me. I mean, I feel like you'd have to have a lot of caffeine to have it affect your hearing, wouldn't it? 5 to 7, I use 24-hour time. I should use 24-hour timing. Like, countries that aren't hamburger gunland use 24-hour timing, and I feel like I should too. Like, I know Japan has 24-hour. Even the clock that I have up in the corner uses 24-hour timing. Like 16:21. It's 4:21 here. I like tea. Tea is pretty good. I need to drink more tea. That's the only tea that I'm not blocking right now. They're Keurig pods with hot cocoa. I consider them a complete and total waste of resources because you could just boil water and do a packet of cocoa. I suppose so. In Canada, we use 12, but in Quebec, public institutions tend to use 24. For any digital purpose, 24-hour just makes so much more sense. Yeah, I suppose so. 24-hour timing sounds so badass, like military. I could kind of see that. Yeah, like, meet me at 1,500 hours kind of thing. The only T I like is why I hit balls of it. I see what you did there. We currently have 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit max temperature, 21 degrees Celsius, 69.8, nice, degrees Fahrenheit. First of all, I appreciate you letting me know the burgers per eagle amount. And two, that doesn't sound too bad. It sounds pretty nice. Today is one of a couple of days that are supposed to get pretty toasty. Like right now it is, well, let me get it in actual science units and not burgers per eagle. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside or 32 degrees Celsius at the moment. Tomorrow it's supposed to hit 36 degrees Celsius. Heaven help me. Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to hit 97 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not summer yet. For context, my uncle made some little insignificant thing in an old bar called fucking Italo Disco. Wait. Your uncle made Italo Disco. I need context. Bikini weather. Yes, exactly. Actually, I'm gonna be open about this, and I think it's part of why I was discussing, like, femininity and such a little bit earlier. I'm kind of hoping that I can do more beat streams this year. The last couple years, they've been a pretty big hit, and I like the idea of rocking that for you all. I don't know, just going out and about and walking around, like, the boardwalk and the wharf, that kind of thing. I feel like that's really fun. I know it's an IRL stream from a VTuber, and for those who are newer here, that's probably not why you're here, but for those who don't know, I started as a facecam streamer. For those who are new here, if you're here from one of the raids earlier and we haven't met before, wait a minute. Cherry! Because you're on YouTube right now, Vanilla, I just want to pop in before eeping. If you didn't see already, I can transfer that VRC group over to you, no problem. Cherry, I appreciate that. By the way, thank you so much for taking the initiative to start something on VR chat. I will need to think about it a little bit. I got a few things to take care of in the next few days before I take you up on that, but at some point I would like to take you up on that. IRL streams from VTubers are go to normalize the virtual IRL crossover. Yeah. Also, hi, Shannon! Hello! The thing for me is I was not always a VTuber. And for those who are new here, if I don't show you my face the way that I want to, others will show you my face in a way that they want to because they know it's the way I don't want to, if that makes sense. Asshole's gonna asshole, basically. So it's part of my way to have control over that kind of thing. And you know what? I should be not afraid to show my face in the near future, you know? I like streaming with an avatar. I like streaming as a VTuber, but IRL Oddie versus IRL Oddie boxing match when I don't think I can get two of the IRL. Either way, we see your face is very pretty. You have an IRL face? I do. All of your, like I was talking about earlier, I put myself together today because I wanted today to be a little bit of a celebration. Like, you know what? I'm going in, I'm getting it done for myself. I was gonna take selfies, but I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. I no longer have the selfie haul that I used to, and my room is a dump right now. And the living room could work. IRL Audie versus model. I feel like model Audie will win by virtue of my model doesn't have nerves. Then again, it doesn't have muscles either, so you know, maybe it's more even than I thought. First, let me take a selfie. It is a little vain of me. Yeah, it is a little vain of me, but I used to take more pictures of myself. This is a golden day to be put together. Yes! Or is it? Yeah, Vsauce. Model Audie is also like 8 inches tall depending on your monitor. Yeah, that's why you gotta put me on a big screen. Take care, Cherry. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening, yeah? Have a good one, Vanilla. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that. Hell, who knows? Depending on how things go, maybe I'll be able to rock another kind of bikini on stream. like, for that day. I hereby redeem hydrate and on Twitch. That I can do. Oh. And I just spilled it on my dress. Okay. Well, I'd like another. It hasn't exactly happened yet. I do have more than one bikini now I think about it. Do I? Yes, I do. But yeah, no. I'm hoping that this year, I can do a few more bikini streams. I was gonna say beach streams, but fuck it, we know what I mean. A few more beach streams at the very least before then. Not gonna make the joke. Come on, think of something other than the joke. I have a feeling that you want to make a certain joke, gamer. Come to think of it, I do wonder if I can see if my stream is already demon. Okay, does anyone here have experience with YouTube streams? Ah, hydrate, that I can do. Rich. I've been on YouTube for streams for Kyoto, but I don't know any specifics. I guess the thing was like, would it tell you midway through if your stream is demonetized? Just for the record, be scared when an artist doesn't share new art for a bit. Nyman Patrick. I do know that Numi has been having a little bit of like tech trouble a few days before the release of the album. That's a shame. I'm gonna switch to YouTube. I can play that with the screen because of that I want to start sleeping. No worries, Shawnee. Do what you gotta do. I'll ask some more knowledgeable people one more. There's no rush. I guess just like earlier I was being straightforward but not crude about a matter of sexuality. And I wanted to make sure that it's like, I don't know. I do know that YouTube and Twitch have different rules about different discussions. And I want to make sure that it wasn't the kind of thing where, like, if I say the word once. The Nimone sub just exploded while I was typing the emotes. Oh, no! Aw, I hope we can get the sub back soon. Yeah. But I'm excited. There's a lot that I would like to do once I've got a bit more of my wherewithal kind of figured out. Aurora, hi! Hope you're doing well today. Actually, completely unrelated, but yesterday. Who was here for yesterday's streams? The one with Charity Goblin Ruby and guests, and the one over on Jade Dodasu's. Can I just say, I'm surprised at how long I went with my voice still intact. Like, that was what? 2 p.m. to 5 something, and then 6 o'clock to like, what, 9:30? That is what? So if we count the 30 minutes as a break, that was what? 7 hours of stream? And I'm still doing good? The voice recovery since switching meds, really? Seriously? Like, the fact that I can still do highs, like, it's not perfect. I'm still a little bit ouch, but like, can we talk about the relief that I've had with that? It's so nice. I don't know. It's just nice to be able to, I love that model so much. Ah! I plan to bring that back out from time to time. Listen, just because there's a debut happening in a couple of days doesn't mean that I'm not busting out the Fumo from time to time. Please use it here. I plan to. You will see Fumo Odyssey again from time to time. We got this stream between. Hell no. Actually, I can even say a little bit. I'm not sure if this is much of a leak per se. Debut stream's probably gonna be a little bit short. Fumo. Yeah, so I got a 2D model to work with for yesterday. And it's a Fumo. It's a little plushy Fumo. I think Pixie had a couple of pictures of from that stream, and we need the Audi Fuma plush. I have still thought about that, and apparently I found some new. Okay, hold on. Actually, there's one thing that I need to pull up real quick. I need to dig it up. Let's see. Did I save it anywhere? It's not that one. It's, that's not it. That's not it. Aha! Okay. I'm gonna see if this place that I've looked up has it. It does not. Okay. Oh, wait, does it? Wait, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Oh! So... Oh, that's worth thinking about, actually. So there is a means of getting the merch that I want to do made that is very different from what I have right now. It probably wouldn't be, oh, wait a minute, what? Is that what I actually think it is? Hang on. Oh. Huh. So, manufacturing stuffed toys, dolls, plushies, that kind of thing, is pretty expensive. What I would basically have to do is pre-buy the wholesale plushies and then sell them to you at a markup that allows me to make profit. I'm telling you this because if I did go forward with it the way that I'm thinking of doing it, it might be expensive. It might be more than you would pay on like a make ship. It might not be. It might not be. It depends on how it goes. But I want to run that by you because it would be a way that I'd be able to do it that isn't a makeshift where you'd have to like... And nothing against makeshift, by the way. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad system. Actually, my amazing and lovely and wonderful friend Alue had a campaign through makeshift. Actually, come to think of it, I'm curious to see how it did. I'm gonna look it up and see how her campaign went. Actually, how many fans of Alue here in chat? Okay, so it sold out. Her plushie actually earned enough to make it happen. But here's the thing. That's Alue. That's Alue doing Alue numbers. For makeshift, you have to get 200 pre-orders for them to make it. They collect your money, and then if it doesn't make it, I think they send it back. But if it does make the money, if it does collect it, I'm not trying to be mean, I just don't know who that is. So Alue is a cat-themed, cat mage ASM artist that I happen to know. And I would buy at least one. So the thing for me is, I say this with love. I don't say this to put down the oddities at all. I am not operating on the scale to where an oddie plushie through makeshift would be viable. And that's not to say, that's not saying that you can't do it. What I'm saying is it would be a very large ask from me to the oddities. And if I need to ask you all for something on that scale, I would rather put that towards something else. However, there is the way that most folks will do it, which is, okay, not most folks, there is a way to do it that doesn't require 200 pre-orders. Or rather, it doesn't make you pre-order it. Hello? Tracking, please? It doesn't make you pre-order it. It makes me pre-order it. One of the places that I'm looking at right now, a teeny tiny little 10 centimeter plushie is about $12.70 each. That's the base cost. And then a 20 centimeter one would be about $19.60 each. Now keep in mind, pricing in order to make it viable, if you just price it at what it costs to make, and you sell it, you're back at zero. You don't have enough to make another one out of it. If you price it double, you can only make one more with that. You're not able to pay anyone, you can just do it again. It is only when you price it past twice as much as it costs to make that you start to get into making more than one again with it, or paying someone for their work or whatever, or paying myself, who knows. I'm saying this not because it's a great system. In a lot of ways it's not. Capitalism is poopy bad, and I don't like it these days. But it is about what I would have to do. So realistically, the minimum that I could reasonably charge for a 20 centimeter cotton doll from this website, it would be just under $60. I could do a 10 centimeter, and what we'll do is, that would be about 40. Which isn't bad. That's a little bit more like it, you know? But the thing is, I would have to pre-order those plushies and sell and mail out, or work with a seller to sell those plushies. I'd buy all sizes, please. I guess the key is, like, I think the thing is, if it is a plushie, would you all want it to be a Fumo? And then shipping costs, yeah. And that's the other scary part for manufacturing and stuff too. Like shipping, it depends on who I'm working with. Hello, Blue Phoenix. Hope you're doing well today. Storage costs too, yeah. By the way, I should probably squash this ahead of debut. I do not have a new line of merch ahead of debut. That will have to happen another time. But I do want to do a new line of Odyssey merch. It'll happen. It really will happen. One Oddie size plushie, please. A small price to pay for Oddie plushie. The good news is, what I'm seeing here with this particular manufacturer is a lot of options. And by the way, the same manufacturer also makes Dakimakura. Pretty affordable ones too. Lace and linen Daki. Okay, but unironically, that's what a Dakimakura is, a body pillow. And I actually let y'all in on a secret of manufacturing when it comes to VTuber merch. Who says you can't learn, you know? Dakimakuras are cheaper to make than plushies. Dakis are like an order of magnitude cheaper to make than Dakimakuras. Ow. Thank you for the reminder to hydrate, though. But yeah, no, okay, one request. A Daki with SFW on both sides. Love the idea of a Daki, but like the NSFW aspect is that. So I'm glad you asked that. I am not comfortable with an NSFW Daki. Don't forget, my VTuber model is not some space robot ninjate. I am not like, how do I say? I'm not basing this on some, like, fictional character. It's, to some extent, this is loosely based on myself. If I put NSFW of myself on a pillow, that is basically, I'm basically having a stand-in for myself do NSFW. That's not to say that it's never going to happen. So much as I would need to be ready for that. And for a Daki, okay. How many of you have seen those Dakis where, like, one side doesn't seem comfortable? Like, one side seems fine, the other one's, like, they don't look happy? I hate that. I hate Dakimakuras that do that. One side with strawberry dress, one side with golden bikini. Gets close to being classic NSFW while still being all right. Here's the thing. If I do a documakara, both sides will look confident. Both sides will look comfortable. One side might be a little bit more PG-13, and one side will probably be a little bit more PG. Classy pinup. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Zelda. Hope you're doing well today. That's why I don't have a Yuki Daki. Strawberry Girl side and Lace and Linen side was suggested. Yeah, basically. It would essentially be something like that. But the catch is this. If I'm going to be involved with my own objectification, my own sexualization, it's going to be on my own terms, too. And I want the one that I do to be one that I guess reflects me a little bit. Everyone always has a B side too. Yeah. I'd buy one. I need new bedding anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Like, how do I say? This is a weird thing to say out loud. There is demand, or at least interest in, an Adimakara, which is a wild thing to say out loud. Sorry. And if that's something that y'all want, and it's something that I am comfortable with delivering, then it makes sense to deliver it. What is going on with my tracking? I am not moving my hands. I'm literally not even moving my hand. I'm gonna move the camera again real quick. There we go. Is that a little better? Oh, so much better. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, wow. They're body pillow. Yeah, they are body pillow covers. Are you really comfortable though? It's a good question. And yes, I am in fact comfortable with that. Scooch myself lower a little bit. Part of being a streamer like this, part of what I've enjoyed in the last few years is I have been enjoying this angle of myself. Like I was saying earlier, like I've become a lot more comfortable with my own sexuality. I don't mind being looked at in certain ways in certain contexts. For instance, if you're buying a documakara of me, notice something about the Model Ts, the dress has straps. It does. It does indeed. I like being involved in that. I like the attention that I get in certain ways. Remind me of the respectful appreciation of the hot limit booty. Exactly. Listen, if I'm rocking an outfit like that, I want to share it with you. It depends, again, on context. It's okay, I think, to have some merch that does that. PG-13. I think I'm comfortable with PG-13. Like, I'm wearing a bikini that's covering me. The hot lemon cover. I have a considerable dump truck in that. And even lace and linen. I was wearing lingerie. I had my feet out, which I did not think would be such a big thing 10 years ago, but here we are. What matters is that you are comfortable. Yeah, I would say so. I do not want to release any merch that I would not be comfortable releasing. I'll say that. Like, how do I say? I will not release a product that has me in a state or condition that I would not want on every billboard from here to Maine. That is a different thing from artwork in general. I'll actually be real with you. There does exist on the internet NSFW fan art of me. It does exist. I'm not going to talk much about it. I'm not going to point you to it. But it does exist. And I have commissioned at least one of those pieces. Surprise, surprise, eh? It's not that I can't... how do I say it? I feel like that kind of material would not be something that I put on merchandise. That is not something that I want on every billboard from here to Maine. Your fantasies outfit is an outfit that is secured by a neck strap. I only noticed this when my femboy pal sent me a pic. Yeah, it's probably the same dress, Prince Apollo. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I didn't expect that for myself either. But it's like, you know what? Yeah, let's give that a go. I wanted to see if it was something that I was comfortable with, and like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to this artist and ask for this. And I'm not gonna make that a product. That's not gonna be something that you can buy from official wares. Oh, what a post to freeze on. But yeah, no. Now freeze. No. But the point is this. Merchandise will be PG-13. Think of the headbats. See, here's the other kicker. Having just said that NSFW exists, there are family members that, if they don't watch my streams anymore, they used to. I think I've become a little bit more profane than they tend to enjoy. There are church members that have asked about my career lately. I haven't really been going to a church as of the last little while. But there are folks that ask about how I've been, what I've been up to, what I've been working on. And, yeah, that's tricky. And that's the other thing, too. Some of my fans are family members. If I make merchandise, I would need to be comfortable showing it to my family. Surprise, surprise. And I think a PG-13 documakara of basically a version of me that they can see at the swimming pool is fine. It might be a little spicy, but you know what? Like, if it's basically covering... Hello, Katsam. I hope you're doing well today. Or Katsami. Is it Katsami or Katsam1? You'd be surprised as to how soon in a streamer's career and how low in popularity you can be and still get NSFW fan art. Hello, Lena. Hope you're doing well today. Church member tunes in. Hallelujah, right? But, like, that's the thing. Like, this stream right now, other than the language I've been using, basically someone could pop in and be like, oh, this is fairly PG-13. Like, I'm kind of breasting boobly to the stairs and titting down. But past that, like, this is beach-ready bikini. This is public appropriate to some extent. I would not get arrested for wearing this out in public. Like, it would get some eyes, I'm sure. Speaking from experience, I'm not popular and many extremely talented people have drawn some wild pics of me. Let's go. But, like, that's the thing. If I make merchandise, it's gonna be something that I can show most people. And it should be something you will be comfortable showing most people. See behind the line of mildly titillating at most. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing. And they're staying where they belong, in my DMs and personal vault. Exactly. Same case for me. But like, merchandise, that, if I keep that PG-13, I think we'll be okay. Like, lace and linen, I don't mind that art being everywhere from here to Maine. In fact, because it's Showtime artwork, I would like for it to be on every billboard from here to Maine. Because Show absolutely cooks. Like, Michelin star level cooks. And I am honored to be one of the subjects of his work at All Ever in the Slightest. But also, I look good as hell in that lingerie. And if that was on every billboard from here to Maine, I am covered. I'm decent. Okay, maybe the feet out might be something, but that's more about... Anyway, like, I would not be devastated if that was out and about, you know? If I released a documakara, it would need to be something that I could show my parents, in theory. Or my grandparents. Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to do it, but if they got their hands on it, it would not be the end of the world, you know? Forgive the way I put this, but I'm not gonna have a discussion with my parents about artwork of, like, merchandise of me getting absolutely plowed. That's not gonna fly. But merch of me being a little bit spicy, a little bit flirty, that's fine. Show stuff just looks right with your stuff. Honestly, yeah, it really does. Like, I am beyond delighted and honored to have been any kind of muse for Show. Like, he just gets it. In the same way, by the way, that, like, Mo and Mindy have just gotten it. You know? Formative stuff. I'm sorry, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, no. It's why I'm not getting merch of me getting absolutely plowed. It's not going to happen. Because, again, merch that I'm going to do needs to be something that I can explain to my family. And that you can explain to your family. I mean, maybe your family is cool with you getting, like, merch of anime girls just absolutely going through it. Or having someone get run through them. But I think that's... But, I'm not ready for that. So, any merch that I release is going to be PG-13 at most. If that changes, we're going to have a conversation about it. If that ever changes, we're going to have a conversation about it. Okay? But yeah, no, that's more to do with, like, official merchandise. Never feel pressured. Oh yeah, no. If I make that decision ever, at all, ever, in the slightest, ever, at all, ever, it will be my own decision. It's part of why, by the way, I had such a strong reaction to the AI chatbot the other day. Because I was not opted in on that. I was not made aware that that was being made. And knowing what people are going to that for, it's a little bit, you know? Like, something bearing my name being put through something like that is like, oof, yikes. Chatbots like that are a violation of boundaries at best. Yeah, at best. But yeah, no, sorry. Bringing it back to actual merchandise discussions. Doggies, I'd probably price about what's going on the market. You know? Plushies and, you know, more specifically Fumos would probably be priced as best I can, but I do need to generate a profit. I do need to be able to pay the folks that are working with me and also myself. At least your merch is genuine. Yeah, thank you. But that's the goal. That's the plan. There's not going to be a merch drop with the debut, but I do want to have a merch drop eventually. Very soon. I think it's one of the things that Tessa and I want to work on after debut. Once I've, you know, done my shows and gotten through, like, Brony Scott and Off Kai and rested up a little bit. I think I want to take... At some point I want to take, like, a week off. Not yet. It's going to be a little while before I take that week, but I think at some point in August I want to take a breather. Just give my voice and my heart and my mind a moment to recuperate after the first half of this year. I haven't really taken a proper vacation in many years. And a week off would be a nice reprieve. Not yet. I haven't figured that part out. It might happen in September, it might happen in October, it might happen never. But yeah, no. How do we get into plushies? Fumos, right. We're talking about the model, and then people started asking about, like, buying the Fumo. I feel like it's fairly straightforward that that if I do a plushie, it's going to be a Fumo. And that's fair. That's fine. It'll happen. I just need to either design it or get someone else to design it for me. I'll let y'all in on an unrelated secret. I've been taking more sips than hydrate redeems, and I think I need to use the restroom. A little earlier than I would have liked. I suggest a poll for the Discord server to see how many people are interested in buying certain merch. Getting numbers can help you with your decision on investing in that merch. I have put out feelers in the server from time to time. Another hydrate, really? Okay. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run ads for about 3 minutes while I'm doing that. And, yep, might as well get out of the way. I think it buys us a little bit more time before the next set of ads anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be right back. One moment, please. Okay, I can't stay off the microphone. Sally, hi! Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? Let's go ahead and get you a shout out. And let's get you a shout out. Where are you up to? Pokemon Black and White. I have not played that one, but I heard it's good. Oh my gosh, hello! Alright, I know that you just got done with the stream. I would love to have you stick around, but if you need to have a meal, a nap, a bath, or shower, whatever it is that helps you feel comfortable and safe after your stream, please make sure that you do so. It's really good we're playing a randomizer Nuzlocke. Okay, Nuzlocke scare me. I feel like I don't know enough about Pokemon to, like, be able to do that without getting really frustrated or angry. Profited from the TPK at the Poke Gym. I profited. Let's go! Alright. That will be the last round of words on stream for a little bit, possibly for the rest of stream today. But yeah, I'm back. Hello! Hi, Sally! Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, also, thank you all for rolling with my, brief little bathroom break. It will happen again, just not today. Reach 150. Oh, 150 points? Nice, well done. We could keep up what we're talking about before, or we could do something else. What would you like? What would y'all like? I think we were talking about merch previously, like the idea of merch, NSFW merch, the cost of things like plushies. What's on your minds? What's on your hearts? What are you feeling? Lordy, I'm at work. Yeah, hi. I'm covered. Come along now. All right. Also, hello, Mio. I didn't say hi yet. Sorry about that. I mean, yes. Oh yeah, something that I should say, by the way, for those who are just raiding in, this is my last stream before debut this Friday, which means this will probably be the last time that you see this exact setup. There'll be some differences. There'll be some things that look a little different, that are arranged a little differently. You'll see what I mean in due time. But yeah. Goodness, what a time. I shouldn't be EPCP yet. Sorry. It's been quite a time though. And we could talk about the merch stuff, we could talk about other stuff, we could talk about my attire, we could talk about summer streams, we could talk about, How many of you are going to Off-Kai Expo in San Jose, California? I'm genuinely curious. No shame if you're not, by the way, and no shame if you are. I'm genuinely curious. Nah. Well, I must be off. Take care, Platinum. Have a good rest of your evening, and hopefully see you on Friday. Yeah. Wish I could, but Serbia and all. Yeah, that does make it very difficult. So I'm saying that because I really should soon announce that I will be at Off-Kai Expo. I need to choose a day to, like, hang out. I can't go because it's too far away. Understandable. I am unfortunately not living in or anywhere near California. Okay, but that means you're saving money. It's expensive here. Real talk, if there weren't as much of my family in the area, I'd probably have moved by now. I like it here, but it's so prohibitively expensive. I do not like how much California costs right now. But I digress. Yeah, I will be attending Off-Kai Expo this year. Thought I'd have time and money by now, but yeah, current world situation makes that very difficult. I'm just very fortunate to be within a short enough distance to where it's not a huge financial problem. The whole of Cali is just the Bay Area. Both. So California is very expensive, and the Bay Area is one of the most expensive places to live in the world. Come to Brazil. Actually, one, fly me out to Brazil, and two, make sure that I can reasonably exist in Brazil. How is Brazil with, like, trans rights and such? Quick search is, Brazil is one of the countries with the highest rates of violence against trans people. Overall, LGBTQ plus people are well protected in Brazil. However, in some places, cultural acceptance is far behind, especially for transgender people. Brazil is considered a safe country for trans people, so the perspective shifts depending on where you're coming from. Wait, what about goth? Wait, where is this about goth? I thought about goth audio, and yeah! I mean, I could bring that out real quick. I mean, okay. Do y'all still want bikini, Oddykini, or do y'all want gothy? Odyssey. Yeah, I'm seeing, mixed reviews for Brazil. Both please. Gothasy, WTB, gothkini. I think that's. I do wish that there were more goth bikinis, and I would add many of them to my throne if that was the case. Audi goth. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of requests for goth. Okay, bet. I'm on it. BRB. Oh, okay. How do I get my hands to not, Well, I'll be right back. Yeah, it's, I'm not sure why I was doing that. Yeah, that sure is one of the things. Yeah, I did not expect to come out of that T-posing, but here we are. You know? One moment as I come back real quick. Alright. Whoop, yeah. Right about there, I think, yeah? Hi. I might have to adjust the throwing system a bit, too. Yeah, it's a little out. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Don't make the joke, don't make the joke, don't make the joke. I'm adjusting my tits on screen. The Twitch integrated throwing system definitely needs adjustment. Dang it, I made the joke. Alright. Alright, there we go. Mommy. Hello, Valor. Good to see you. Church people casting something on you. I don't think that's the kind of thing they do. Off topic, but because it's raining here and quite cold morning, I'm just gonna lie in bed and be warm. That sounds lovely. And hello, everybody. Actually, I wonder if I should make, if y'all have requests for various models. Okay. Yeah, make them, but also, can we appreciate how incredible, Nijitan's work is? Like, yeah, Nijitan did such a great job on these models over the last few years. It's like, I remember, because my first model was the 3D one from Acapulco, which was a lovely start. And then one day, Nijitan just decided to make a 3D model for me. Just out of the blue. Genuinely. Like, it sounds like a story that I would make up, but I am being genuinely serious. Like, they decided to just make it. And, that's been the case for many of these designs, too. Just like, here I am. And, it's been nice. Like, I'm excited for the models that I get to show you, on Friday. But I do also have a lot of love in my heart for the models that have come forward. Did I get my chocolate bar? Yes! Yes, I did. And I think I should show you all the pictures of the bar and the scale on which these bars exist. I need to send the pictures to myself real quick, though. Okay. Oops, not doing that one. I'm gonna get that. There. Okay. So, Friday will be a great day. I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be a fantastic day. All right. Open that. Oop. Open that. Open that. Open that. And open the last one. So I'm going to show you the scale of this absolute unit of chocolate. Let me see if I can get the browser window coming. Here we go. I'm feeling somewhat weary that someone's gonna do a good boy / girl request and my brain will stop functioning. I have that effect. So this is the box that it arrived in. There's like a layer here and there's some like foam insulation. And then when I opened it, there were these little ice packs that had melted, and below it was the box. A 5-pound chocolate bar. And then here's the actual bar itself. And some of the boxes and such in the background. It covers my palm. And then for reference, here is a fun-sized, like a little Snickers bar. Right about there. For reference. It's a very large bar. 2¼ kilos, yeah, right about there. 2¼ kilos. Apparently you can. It is the world's largest chocolate bar. And yeah, it's in my freezer right now. Because I don't know where else to put it in the meantime. Share it with us. That is worth thinking about. Maybe I should save it for off-kai or something, like give up piece of it. American snack. Hey. Yes. I can't read that coconut without thinking of Varg Skeletor with the pizza, He-Man. Eat it. It is very iconic. Yeah, the mini candy for size. Yeah, and thank you for getting me the candy bar. I do very much love it. And I haven't had any of it yet. Because I'm scared that once I start, I don't want to like... Either I'll keep eating through it and I'll have a bunch of chocolate every day. Or, which is probably going to be a little bit antithetical for some of the work that I've been doing. Or, I don't eat it and it goes to waste. You know? I don't want to waste it, you know? Oh yeah, eat it. Wasn't that from the album Even Worse? Oh, I'm so sorry, I gotta like blow my nose or something. Which is a weird thing to need to do on a sunny day. I don't think it'll go bad very soon. I imagine not, but I also don't want to risk it. Like, I don't want to let's put it back in the fridge so it doesn't go bad. Yeah, I got it in the freezer to make sure that it doesn't go bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely trying to store it well, you know? Excuse me. I don't know why I'm eepy-seepy. But, well, here I am. But yeah, no, I got the bar. Thought Eat It was on Bad Hair Day. Is it? Is it on Bad Hair Day? Squeeze Box, The Complete Works of Weird Al. I think we did that. Split the bar into pieces and give it out. No, Easter is long and gone, but dress up in the bunny outfit, Miss Chocolate Bunny. That would be a good excuse. Maybe make a cake with the bar. I could probably make several cakes with the bar. I remember I got one of those when I was like 9 or 10. That was 14 years ago. Okay. That took me a second. I'm like, wait, the math. Hold on. I don't think I ever got a bar that large as a kid. And I imagine, yeah, I don't, yeah. Amish Paradise is on Bad Hair Day. Ah, I see. Quick math. It won't go bad, but it'll definitely melt in the weather that yeah. I'm glad that I'm not streaming tomorrow, because that's when it's going to be the hottest in a while. And, not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to the temperature it's going to be, the temperature it's going to be, outside. I can't. Mechanics, hi! How are you, love? Hope you're doing very, very well this day. Am I missing any redemptions? I am missing a couple hydrates that I can do. There we go. Yeah, thank you for that, Bets. I'm excited. I'm excited for the days ahead. It feels like, okay. Think of the 5 bits, Tier Forge Valor. Every bit helps. Every bit's appreciated. I just realized y'all are gonna see the new alerts when it comes to Friday. There's some new alerts. I kind of like geometry. Geometry's kind of fun. It's shapes. Shapes are fun. Shapes are nice. I used to be good at math. I think I did that. And then I had a couple teachers in a row really fuck me over. One, I may have told my buddy that you asked for my good boy, good girl preferences. I do ask that, yes. And people can change it too. When you opened the box, Pixie was just dying of laughter. Yes, very much so. He thought it was funny. Well, of course. Listen, this is a place where you can experiment with that. I want this to be a place where someone could feel safe asking to be called good boy one time and good girl the next. This is a place to experiment with that. Try something new. And maybe someone doesn't want to be called a good boy after many years. Maybe they want to be called a good girl, and that's fine. I do need an option for NBs, though. Because good person... That statement has some different intention. You are always a good girl, CG, huh? Good noodle. Here in high school, we didn't have math for 4 years. So we're like, math? What's that? I'm a musician. Good individual. Yeah. You'd like a good girl. I see, Jessie. Well, let me know when you're ready and I'll gladly remind you. Especially from this model. Yeah? Your luck is incredible, Jessie. Very good. Jessie, you have always been such a good girl. What a good, sweet girl you are, Jessie. Who's mommy's good girl? Is it you? It's you. What a good girl you are, Jessie. Good girl. Good girl. And there we have... Oh, that's such a cute response. That's quite a few points, Aphrodite. That is many points. What a good use of points indeed. And my brain is melting now. I have that effect. Oh, well. Nah, so cute. I have such cute oddities. What the heck? How'd I get so fortunate? How'd I get so lucky? Pretty please. Aww. Cute way to ask that. It is up to Aphrodite, ultimately. My legs just broke from the pressure. Chat reflects the streamer. I see what you did there. Oh, hello? There we go. Aw, shucks. But yeah, no, I'm excited for Friday. I'm excited to see how things go after Friday, too. I guess just like, I don't know. A debut is it's kind of a proposition to say that streams will be like this from now on. And then it's like, but what I think of the Nintendo Direct, I didn't actually watch the Nintendo Direct. However, I did get news from the... Wait. So first of all, Hannah just gifted $5 on Pally. Can I please be called a good princess? So now we have 2 good redemptions. All right, I'm going to start with Hannah, and then I'm going to go with Shiji. All right. Hannah, let me know when you're ready, okay, Hannah? Yeah? Ready, babes? I see. Very good using your words like that, princess. Hannah, You are such a good and lovely, beautiful princess. Always will be. Who's my good princess? Hannah. Is it you? It must be you, Your Majesty. What a good princess you are, Your Highness. Good princess. All right. Shiji. You silly girl. What adorable. What an adorable, sweet, good girl you are. Asking so politely. Good girl. Good girl. Shiji. Are you mommy's good girl? You are such a good girl, huh? Good girl. All right. Where was I? There was talk about that. Oh yeah, the Nintendo Direct. So, I did not watch the Nintendo Direct. I did not have to, because Toho Remake! Embodiment of Scarlet Devil coming to the Switch! Holy shit! I am so excited! Yeah, I'm springing for that. And I originally thought it was like, okay, it's like a fan work where it's basically a remake. No, this is basically official. This is a Toho product with Zun on board. In a ton of languages. This is a reintroduction to Toho for the world. How's Odyssey, how is this hitting me so badly I'm not even the main target? Well, you may not be the main target, darling, but I have a feeling that somewhere in that head of yours, the words princess hold something of extra value to you. Yeah? At any rate, I am so excited. This could be a rebirth for Toho in the world. Not to say that it was ever like dying out necessarily, so much as, oh yeah, Undead, hello! How you doing, darling? I just realized also, we filled the bar. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel, yeah? All right, wheel time. Oop. There we go. And we give it a spin. You start HRT, let's go! Congratulations, Unbid! Can we get some love in the chat for Unbid Vulpes starting HRT? Congratulations! I'm not even upset. Let's go! That's so good! Oh my gosh! Yay! I'm not even upset about this yet. I'm just busy celebrating you. Congratulations! That's awesome! May it bring you such incredible peace. I definitely need to update that for the future. All right. With that in mind, that is 2 minutes of cutisy. So let me go ahead and get the timer ready for that. All right, 2 minutes, not an hour and 10 minutes. We're talking 2 minutes. 2 minutes starts right. Oh, wait. Also, I was told that Zun had lost the source code for EOSD and had to. Yeah, it's my understanding that it's a rebuild from scratch, which is nuts. And with that in mind, 2 minutes of cutisy mode starts right now. Yeah, what were we on about? Yeah, no, I'm really glad that it's coming back. I've been feeling giddy ever since I got. Understandably, though, like that's a really big deal. I'm happy for you. I hope that it brings you many years of peace and joy. But yeah, no. What were we on about anyway? Oh, this is your favorite? Well, I'm glad that you like it. I'm gonna put the wheel away real quick because yeah, there's that. I also need to go ahead and update the pally bar to be the next thing, which I suppose I should probably set it to something different for tomorrow, but no, I'll keep it to what it is. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we hit save, and now the bar is updated. Hi, hello. Give you a sec to reboot. Take your time. Sometimes I need to reboot too. Sometimes people just say stuff, and then I need a minute. I need a minute to like melt or whatever. Yeah, so, thank you for that. Betsy. Looks considerably revised. I think they're integrating improvements from subsequent games too. Really? That sounds really good. I'm glad they're doing that. Hitbox is, ooh, I like that. Hi, Ciela. Hello. You're cute. Oh, I'm glad that you think so. I just think that I'm just like here and such. I don't know if I'm cute per se, but I'm glad that you think so, I guess. 30 seconds left, by the way. Yeah, I do a flip. I don't think I can do that kind of thing. Okay, Aphrodite's saying that I should do a wink, so it's not letting me do it. It struggles with that for me. Thank you for that, Patsy. 10 seconds left, by the way. You can if you believe in yourself. Too cute doing. I don't know about that, but I'm glad that you think so. And time. That was neat. I'll think of the pets. Okay, but yeah. So Prince, I will say this. If you have a strong reaction to being called something specific, it tends to be a sign. Why is my phone still doing the thing? There we go. I keep thinking someone is waiting till I'm caught off guard to throw in a request for me. I think someone should just throw in the request for you directly. Think of that. That's. I'm gonna do a hydrate. I could have just said I'm gonna hydrate. Yeah. And another hydrate. Is that a 6-7 emote? I hate it. And yeah, Prince, you can't always just redeem it for yourself. What better way than to try? It is okay to ask for things. Well. Jesse redeeming it for Prince Apollo. Apollo, do you accept that redemption from Jesse Cheery? And if so, what should I call you? Bosh! Hello! How are you? It's so good to see you! We're setting your stream on fire. No, I need it to not. All right, you were working on some music. Awesome. Well, hey, Bosh, I'm about to do some praise for Prince Apollo, so good. All right, are you sure you want me to call you good boy, or do you want me to call you something else, Apollo? I'll still call you that, as per request, but it is a thing. All right, Prince Apollo is requesting good boy, so... Raiders? Also, I know that you just got done with stream, Bosh. Stick around if you want to, but if you need to have a meal, a nap, bath, or shower, whatever it is that helps you feel safe and comfortable after your stream, please make sure that you do so. And with that in mind, let's go ahead and get to it. Prince Apollo, let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready with your words, okay? I'll only start once you're ready. Prince Apollo, you are such a good boy. What a good boy you are, Prince Apollo. Good boy. Who's Audie Mommy's good boy? Is it you? It's you. What a good boy you are. Good boy. Good boy. So I hope that worked out. You are. Listen, I don't give that out if it's not true. If someone's kind of a piece of shit and they redeem that, I'm just going to refund their points. So, clearly, naturally, you must be. Oh, think of that, bats. Ha. But yeah, Bosh, we're having my last stream before debut on Friday. Can you have me... Oh, Bosh, darling, I think you have the dynamic completely reversed. I think I would just end up having you. Actually, there's no thinking about it. I'm certain of it. Oh, I feel my eyelids getting heavy. See ya. Take care, Lucia. Thank you so much for popping in. You'll be right back. Do what you gotta do. Oh, that's a cute emote. I'm gonna Princess carry it off guide somewhere. Well, I'm not gonna decline that. And listen, just because I can deal it out doesn't mean that I can't that I can't deal with experiencing certain things too. Why am I lightheaded? But yeah, no, yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, we're just kind of having one last stream like this before we get to it. I'm just an entity. Any and all praise can apply, and at the same time, none apply as an NB lols. But yeah, I think it means that all of it applies. Any praise is good praise. Well, okay, it's not entirely true. Definitely not trying to save faces, which, oh, of course you're not, honey. I could save your face. That was a lot less smooth than I thought it would be. Just a brat. Ah, I see. I may go a little... Use it? Wow! I must admit, that caught me off guard. Good gravy. That. Woo-hoo! All right. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to go. I do want to keep hanging out, but I'm also pretty tired, and I need to rest my voice a little bit, including before tomorrow. Before tomorrow. Sorry. Welcome back, Prince. Hope you're doing good. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that I should cover? Tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, Friday, not tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna do some work tomorrow, but Friday is the actual day. Had to tell my friend about being. You had to tell your friend about being called a good boy, huh? No. No need to praise and tell. But that is cute. Is there anything that we should talk about before this last stream with this kind of model for a while? Very adorable. Yeah. Have good noms and relax. I don't know, like, I mean, you can hear a little bit of the rasp in my voice, but it feels bittersweet to end a stream like this early. Hello, Jenny. How you doing, darling? It is lovely to have you here. Hey, why am I yawning? I shouldn't be yawning. I'm awake, I swear. Gothsy, yes. I was Oddykini for a bit, but you know, then Gothsy was requested. I might have wildly different motivations to tell some of my peeps I got praised and flustered. I imagine so. We give you permission to end stream slightly earlier than you normally do, right, gang? Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Please don't push yourself. You said lightheaded, so that I think was just a yawn. Made me yawn. I'll do it again. Just popping in before I start my own stream. That's fair. Yeah, I did stream for like 7 hours yesterday, so maybe I do need to rest up a little bit. Who's live? Who's live at the moment? I see Camila, I see Numi, I see Mari, I see Berrybug. I see Obi Katy Cat. I see Yina Youngblood, Miss Lala. I see Lesage. I see Plot Twist, VCat. I see Daryl. Minecraft sponsored stream. I see Cywave. I see Big Ham VT. Robin Sashiko. I see... Yeah. That's some of the variety. I see Issa. Numi is doing Hot Wings Spice Tolerance Challenge. And Camila is doing Stuck in Jail Subathon. Jack the Mermaid is doing ASMR. You should check her out sometime, Audie. She's very LGBTQ plus positive and has a trans wife. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for telling me about Toho. I always want to play on PC. Glad it's coming to Switch. Yeah, I think the new one is also... I think the new one is also going to be on Steam, too. Yeah. Oh, apparently I'm cutting out. There we go. All right. Miss Lala or Lesage? Have I rated Lesage yet? I feel like I've rated, Daryl recently. I think I did that hydrate. If not, I'm going to do it again. Part of me wants to raid Numi. When was the last time I raided? So I raided Daryl a little over a week ago. It's been about a month since I raided Lesage. It's been slightly shorter since I raided Numi. Let's raid Lesage. Yeah, let's raid Lesage. Of course, given the nature of this stream, of what today is, I have raided them once before. Given the nature of today's stream, what this is, before we go, I just want to say, as we move into a new chapter of my streams, of my videos, of my shows, of VTubing, of all of that, I want to thank you all one more time for being a big part of where I've been up to now. Supporting these models, the previous ones, my IRL streams, my music releases, my covers, my originals, all of that. Thank you all for being a part of what I do. I could not have a dream job that allows me to support myself and hopefully be good to others if it weren't for all of you. I'm excited to share what's ahead. I cannot wait to simply shower you with W's. Absolutely shower y'all with just victory after success, after smash hit, after banger. I cannot wait to give you all so much to be proud of. I think I need to rest my voice for the next couple days. But, thank you for the hearts. I think, yeah, let's go ahead and raid Lesage. They are doing practice, Hololive, Narissa Ravencroft reaction, and free lessons. All right. I think I should do my usual send-off beforehand, which usually means, of course, the Shinkon Santaku before we go. A little bit raspy, but we'll do it. Okaeri nasai. Gohan ni suru? Ofuro ni suru? Soretomo watashi? Even nailed the coquettish giggle. Let's go. All right. Pixie's got that raid message. I would say copy that a couple times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam. If you do not have that emote, do not fret. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if you do have that emote, first of all, thank you so much for being around to receive and maintain that subscription. And that is our raid message as we raid the one and only Lesage singing. And I will see you on Friday for the Ithaca debut Until then, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat signing out. Mwah! Raid, Lesage singing. And I will see you on Friday. Until then, I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat signing out. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye-bye. Okay, bye. See you on Friday.